My name's Mike Puican. The title of my poem is A Day is 7:03, The Smoking Smart Car. The day is 7:03, the smoking smart car, a goldfinch. A girl walks her Chinese water dragon past the turquoise food processor left on the curb by the stupid movers. She stops for the cadmium yellow school bus filled with dozing fifth graders. Now notice a flock of larks banks left and almost disappears. Now notice the burnt sienna shoulder of the woman crossing Logan Boulevard and her baguette. A mud-caked lawnmower falls from a speeding pickup and rolls down the street. Someone go over and pull it to the curb. Emptiness is primed with slate blues and maroons, fierce wills of dandelions that brighten the cracks in the sidewalk. The sun separates from the horizon just as the owner abandons her burning smart car at the Quick Mart. And spring makes beauty, throws it away, makes more.
I really love the sort of painterly kind of thickness of the images in this poem. And, you know, I wonder too, is nature often a part of your poetry?
It is, and the first place I go to, whether you call it nature or whether you call it urban, is to physical details. That's the way I relate to my world first. And so looking around, whether it's a goldfinch or whether it's a smoking smart car, it's the details that I notice. And they're details that excite me.
And one other thing, I remember the first version of this poem, I think was just sort of standard stanzas, but then you played with the shape of the poem.
Sure.
Can you maybe talk about why you...
The language that I chose was I wanted a complicated vocabulary while still being descriptive. And so I wanted something that took a while to get through, but also communicated a beautiful idea. And the jagged lines help that. The jagged lines, then you want to read it fast, but the lines are just going to make you stop between water dragon and food processor. And in that, my hope was to linger on the sort of complicated scene that was going on at the time.
I guess maybe, again, not necessarily a question, but I just see, like, you know, nature both as element but as process in this poem.
Good.
I just wonder whether you want to comment on that.
Sure. It wasn't something I would have necessarily described myself. My intention is to take things really on a flat physical level and take things that have a lot of meaning to them. The water dragon has meaning to the little girl. The caked lawnmower, there's a whole story behind the caked lawnmower falling off the truck and rolling out into the street. And yet the poem deals with these things as though it's just one thing after another. For me, that's the beauty of living in an urban area. That's the beauty of living in a place like Chicago, because there's so many lives going on, and yet you can relate to them sort of in a pastoral way. And yet, and part of the tension I was hoping to find in the poem is to take things that had meaning. The woman's smart car is burning up, but it's just another element like the goldfinch. And so there is all of this going around, and what I really hoped to communicate was the real joy that I have in being able to take all this in and report it.